In this video, we'll be going to install InfluxDB on our Mac. But before moving forward, I'd like to give you a brief overview on what is Influx and why is it so popular nowadays. So Influx is a popular open source time series database platform because it is designed to handle large amount of data that are generated over time. For example, metrics, events, and logs. Like some specific reasons why InfluxDB is popular is because it is optimized for storing and querying time series data, and it has a flexible data model that allows you to store data with different fields, and it also supports multiple data types such as integers, floats, string, and booleans. It is also because of its high performance that it is popular. It's because it can handle like millions of data points per second, because it uses a custom storage engine called InfluxDB TSM. It also has a powerful query language called Influx GUI, which allows you to perform various operations on the data, such as aggregations, filters, and transformation. It also supports functions for working with time series data, such as interpolation and grouping by time intervals. It also has a built-in visualization tools called Chronograph that allows you to create interactive dashboards and graphs of your data. And it also integrates with other visualization tools as well. For example, Grafana. If you want to check out the how to install Grafana, I have made a video earlier. I'll put it in the description. Influx also has its own monitoring and alerting system. So based on the data, you can get alerts. It supports threshold-based alerts and can send notifications via various methods, such as email, Slack, and PagerDuty. Okay, let's head back to our installation process. Installing Influx requires a package manager called Homebrew. So if you have that Homebrew package manager, you can skip this section for now, but if you do not have, I'll show you how. So just open your browser and search for Homebrew. We'll click on the first link and we'll just copy this command, and we'll head over to our terminal and paste this, hit enter, and we're good to go. It will ask for your password. Let me add that as well. It will take a few minutes. Okay, once Homebrew is installed, we'll type the following command. Let me just clear my shell by hitting Command and K simultaneously. Let's type brew update. Okay, after that we just simply need to type brew install InfluxDB and hit enter. This will install the latest version of Influx on your system. As you can see, after installing Influx via Homebrew, it will give you a few commands. For example, what is it saying? This formula does not contain command line interface. To install it, run brew install InfluxDB CLI. But we won't be running this because we'll be working on a GUI instead of CLI. Also, to restart InfluxDB after an upgrade, I would suggest you to just copy these commands and save it somewhere, so that in future if you somehow want to restart your InfluxDB, you don't need to Google up. Alright, to start Influx, we simply need to type influx d, and this should start your InfluxDB. This will start your InfluxDB on port 8086. So if you want to access the user interface of Influx, we need to go to localhost :8086. Okay, let's hit get started. It will ask you for your username. I'll just type my username. The password can be anything. For this tutorial, let me just type 1356789 234567890. Okay. Initial organization name, you can type whatever you want. Let's say my name. The bucket also will be my name. Let's hit continue, and we are ready to go. Okay, so our UI is set up. Let's click on quick start. So InfluxDB is now initialized with a primary user, organization, and bucket. So you're ready to write or collect data. So there are a few options like load your data if you have a pre-existing data, or you can build a dashboard out of it, or maybe set up some alerting. Okay, now there are, on the left side, there are a few options. For example, let's click on this. Say you want to push some metric via your application code. In order to connect your application to this Influx, you will be needing an API token. For this, just click on the API token and click generate API token. You can also will be clicking on the custom API token, and so let's describe this token. I'll call it test token. Okay, so this token will be having access to the kitchen bucket. Let's give it read and write as well for the telegraphs as well, and other resources. You can check this based on your requirements. After that, you simply need to click generate, and I'll be like blurring it out, but here is your token. Also, please make sure to copy your new custom API token, because after this you won't be seeing it again. So if I just close it, I'll see this test token, but I won't be able to get the content of it. So it's gone. All right, once you have copied it somewhere safe, you can come back here, and let's say you decided that you no longer need this API token. You can just simply click on this test token and mark it as inactive, or maybe you can just simply delete it. Right, now coming to the left side, you will see a data explorer. Here you will be writing your queries. Furthermore, there is a notebook, dashboards, your task, alerting, and your settings. Also, if you want to stop running this Influx, you can just simply head over to your terminal where you ran the command influxd, and simply press Ctrl and C, and this will stop the container. And now when you go to localhost 8086, it should refuse to connect. So again, if you want to run this InfluxDB on localhost, simply type InfluxD, and this should start running the Influx on port 8086. We can again verify this by going to localhost 8086, and again you need to log into this InfluxDB using the username and password that we set earlier. For example, in case it was this password, and that will be it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.